So, you're building a new restaurant. That's amazing. But then comes that one giant, terrifying question. What are you going to call it? You want something catchy, something that sticks, something unique, but the pressure is just huge. Where do you even start? Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're handing you the blueprint, the step-by-step guide to nail the perfect restaurant name. And this quote just hits it right on the head. Your restaurant's name isn't some little detail you figure out at the end. No way. It is the very first ingredient in your recipe for success. It's the foundation for your menu, your brand, your entire vibe. If you get this part right, honestly, everything else just gets easier.
Okay, so we get the why. We know it's a big deal. But the real question is, how? How in the world do you actually forge a name that cuts through all the noise in such a packed industry? That's exactly what we're about to break down.
I mean, really think about it. Your name is so much more than just the letters on your sign. It's the cornerstone of your whole brand. It sets the tone, it gives a hint about your food, it attracts your perfect customers, and maybe most importantly, it's the thing people are going to say when they tell their friends, you have got to try this place.
And in today's world, let's be real. Your next customer is probably just scrolling through 100 different options on their phone. That first impression has to be instant. Your name is your first and, sometimes your only chance to grab their attention and make them curious enough to even stop scrolling.
So to make this whole process way less daunting, we've boiled it all down to 7 simple rules. Think of these as the structural pillars for your brand. You follow these, and you'll be building on a rock-solid foundation.
Rule number 1, know your brand and know your audience. Who are you and who are you trying to talk to? This slide shows it perfectly. Vital Sips immediately makes you think healthy, fresh, and energizing. The Daily Dog? It's classic, it's fast, it's comforting. Both are great names, but they are speaking to 2 totally different groups of people.
Rule 2 is all about connecting with your location. When you tie your name to a local landmark, a famous street, or even just the city's vibe, you create this instant bond. 6th Street Tacos just screams Austin, right? And Rainy Roast couldn't be more Seattle. It makes locals feel like it's their spot.
All right, Rule 3 is an absolute must. Keep it simple. If your customers can't say it, spell it, or remember it, they can't find you online, and they definitely can't tell their friends about you. Sure, Café Croissantique sounds fancy, but Quick Croissant is what people are actually going to remember and type into their phone.
Okay, Rule 4 is the practical, please don't skip this one step. Before you fall head over heels in love with a name, you've got to do your homework. A quick trademark search can save you from a legal nightmare down the road. And just as important, is the website domain available? Are the social media handles free? If they're taken, you're already at a disadvantage before you've even served a single customer. Now for Rule 5. Get some feedback. You might think a name is pure genius, but what do your potential customers think? A super quick poll on social media or just asking some friends can be a total game changer. So, let me ask you, which one sounds more appealing? Toasty Wraps or the Wrap Shack? Your answer tells you a lot about branding. Rule 6 is all about thinking ahead, playing the long game. A name like Bagel and Butter is cute for sure, but what happens when you decide you want to add amazing sandwiches or smoothies to your menu? A name like Morning Bites, on the other hand, gives you plenty of room to grow without having to rebrand later. And that brings us to our last rule, number 7. Spark some curiosity. A name that's a little playful, a little clever, or even a little mysterious basically does your marketing for you. A name like The Secret Bite. I mean, come on, you immediately want to know what's the secret. It gets people talking. Okay, so those are the rules. Now let's see how they actually look out in the wild. We're going to jump into some inspiration and action and see how these ideas can come to life for different kinds of restaurants. This should really get your own creative gears turning.
Let's start with pizza. Just look at the variety here. You have something classic and authentic like Vero Pizza, then you get the fun, playful pun, Slice to Meet You. A super trendy spot might go for something like Neon Slice, which just sounds cool and modern. It's amazing how the exact same product can have a completely different personality, all based on the name.
And the same exact logic works for coffee shops. A name like The Artisan Roast immediately tells you it's all about quality and craft. Brouhaha is fine, it's casual. The Midnight Drip creates this cool, late-night kind of vibe. And Drip and Grind is direct, it's modern, perfect for someone who just wants great coffee, no fuss. And let's do one last round with ice cream. A classic name like Golden Swirl feels timeless, maybe a little bit premium. A playful one like Scoop There It is just pure fun, makes you smile. And a modern name like Cream Cloud sounds so trendy and light.
It just proves how much personality and story you can pack into just a few words.
So after all these rules and all these examples, what's the big takeaway here? It's that your name is never, ever just a name. It's the very first experience a customer has with your brand. It's the beginning of their journey with you, and it really does set the stage for everything that follows. So if you're going to remember just 4 things from this whole explainer, make it these. First, define who you are. Second, simplify your name so people can't possibly forget it. Third, verify that it's actually available, both legally and online. And finally, plan for the future so your name can grow right along with your dreams.
And that really says it all, doesn't it? Your name is the promise of what's to come. It's the very first taste you give your customers, way before they ever see a menu. So, the only question left is, what story is your name gonna tell?